is Monday, June 24th, and I'm currently on my way to the airport to fly to Omaha, Nebraska and do a rescue training. So this will be my first off-site training that I've done with my current job, and I'm super excited for it. I am kind of scared that it's going to be really high up, but I think that will be good. We kind of talked, it's me and two of my other coworkers. We talked to my boss that went last week, and he didn't make it seem like it was anything super crazy, so we shall see. My goal this week is to finish A Diary of an Oxygen Thief, which I have not started, and then get started on Throne of the Fallen. Also haven't started that, but I'm going to try my best to stay off TikTok as much as possible while I'm traveling and out of town, and try to maximize the amount of reading that I can get done. So we'll have to see what I can do. I've been kind of holding off my anxiety all morning. I always get a little anxious getting on planes. I feel like if you don't, there might be something wrong with you. I don't know. I enjoy flying, but it also scares me at the same time, so it's kind of hit or miss. Usually about halfway through the flight, I'm good to go, but it's always the lead up beforehand that, I don't know, I just get in my own head. I slept okay last night, but I ended up staying up till like 10:30 on TikTok because I knew that I was going to try to not get on TikTok this week, so I may actually delete it when I get to the airport so that I'm not tempted to. I don't know if I can bring myself to delete Facebook. I do frequent it often, but I definitely spend less time on it than I do on TikTok, and I just like to keep up with my friends and family and things like that, so that's kind of the plan with that. I'm about 30-ish minutes away from the airport. I'm finally, unfortunately, kind of hitting traffic. Not necessarily like standstill traffic, but when I first left this morning, it was 5:45, so the roads were clear, and everyone is now on their morning commute to work, and I don't like it. I would much rather just have an empty road and not have to worry about people that incessantly drive so fast. It's so unnecessary. Listen, I drive fast on occasion, but if I'm already going over the speed limit and you're mad that I'm still going too slow, you could just chill back there, buddy. I ain't moving. I'm not getting pressured and then me getting the ticket for you being on my butt when you could go around. Anyways, that sounded expensive. I'm going to start with Diary of an Oxygen Thief because it's shorter, and honestly, depending on how fast I get through security and stuff, I'm pretty sure I could finish it by before the end of the flight, possibly. It's short and it's small.
That's what she said.
So it won't take me too long, I don't believe. And then I'll be able to start my fantasy, and then if I finish that, I was maybe thinking about one of those like millionaire romances where they have like, what's it called? The fine print, like the Disney-esque type of theme park thing. I don't know. We'll just have to see. But I'm kind of feeling a romance since I've been stuck on fantasy books for so long. But also, I'm digging a thriller. So we may have to take a peek and see what the bookstores at the airport have too, because I've been buying books lately. Anyways, I just wanted to give y'all a little check-in update on my way to the airport this morning, and then I may take some clips here and there throughout the day. It's currently 7. My plane is supposed to leave, or like we board at 9:45. Then I have a 2.5-hour flight to Denver, and then like a 1-hour flight to Omaha. So I won't get to Omaha till 4 p.m. Don't you love that? I have never had to have a layover before, but when we were booking these flights, there were none without a layover. So, whatever. I will check in with y'all probably realistically this evening when I get to my hotel room. Alright guys, I finally made it. What a day. So, got to the airport at 7:23. Oh my God, it is so cold in here. Got to the airport at 7:23. Made my way through security, everything else, dropped off my bag, went and got a Red Bull and some snacks and a water. Made it to my gate at 7:58. We boarded at 9:45, so I was there for quite a while, but I got some work done, got some reading done, got on my first flight, did pretty good with my anxiety, got a little questionable towards the end, but it's fine. The guy in the row next to us started vomiting. After we were already on the ground, landed. I applaud him for making it that long, but I don't understand why he threw up if it was just the landing. I don't know. Everybody's different. So then, it's time for bed. We were supposed to have a 2-hour layover, get on another plane, fly to Omaha. We sit through the layover, we board our next flight. We sit there. We're starting to realize something is going on. Something's wrong. They say that there's jet fuel leaking from the bottom of the plane, so they're getting maintenance to come look at it. And at this point, I'm like, okay, so we're probably not going to fly on this plane. We may as well debark right now. But they waited a little longer, then told us we were going to have to get off, go to another terminal, and see what happens. So we got off, we went to the other terminal. They had another plane there for us shortly after, but then the pilot, and I'm pretty sure what they called the first officer, they called him the FO, I don't know. They timed out, so then they had to find a new crew to come in. So they figured that out, we got on that plane, we finally made it here. Originally we were supposed to be in at 4:05 p.m. We got here at around 5:30, I believe. So it wasn't too bad, just an unexpected delay, and I was just ready to be done because by the time we got on the second flight, my anxiety was out of control. I was not feeling good. Something was off once we got on that flight, and maybe it was because of the jet fuel situation. I just knew like it wasn't gonna be a good situation because by the time we got on our actual flight to Omaha, I felt better. Made it through with like minimal anxiety and I was doing good. I don't know, but we made it. We got to the hotel, checked into our rooms, went and had some dinner and some drinks, and now I'm back up in my room. It's 8:30, so it's not too late. I don't think I have anything else I need to do work-wise right now, so I think I'm gonna turn on the TV and just bum out. I did start and finish Diary of an Oxygen Thief today, and I hated it. Maybe I am not the audience they were looking for when they wrote it, or I'm not the audience of people it was made for. I don't know. I did not like it, and I feel like a lot of the time I was kind of just like skimming over the pages because I just could care less about it, but I wanted to read it because it was a book club pick. I needed to know what was going on. Now, second flight, the actual flight. I did pay for Wi-Fi and I did watch TikToks because my anxiety was so bad. It was better, to be fair, but it was still present and I was trying to prevent it from going over the edge. And when I did start trying to read, my brain was still thinking, and that's a no-go. So I did watch some TikToks. Also, I'm trying to give myself some grace, okay? I haven't been reading like I have at certain points where I just read nonstop all the time. And to think that I started and finished a book today and then going immediately into a second one, I'm giving myself some grace. Was it my plan to read as much as possible on this trip? Yes, it was. But also, it's unnecessary. I don't have to. You know, I don't know. Maybe I'm making excuses for myself so I can watch TikToks. Who knows? But I did start and finish a book. I did not get on TikTok until after it was already done anyways. And I am excited for The Throne of the Fallen, but I needed a distractor to make it through that flight. So I did. Anywho, I am going to, like I said, veg out, pass out, wake up tomorrow, go to my training, and then I'll update you either in the morning or tomorrow afternoon when I get out of training. So it is 2:02 p.m. Training was supposed to go till 4:30. It only went till 2. So now I don't know what to do with myself because I expected to like end training, go eat dinner, and then come to bed. But now we have some hours. I would take a nap, may still take a nap, but we'll have to see. But then I would be worried I wouldn't sleep tonight. So I got some comfy shorts on. I haven't changed my shirt yet because it's cold in here. And I can't take off my jacket. I will freeze to death. Are we gonna read some? Are we gonna get stuck on TikTok? I don't know. I really should read. I have spent too much time on TikTok yesterday. I have spent time on TikTok today as well. Can we just keep going back to me saying I was gonna delete the app off my phone so I stop using it? Okay, so our furniture came today and my husband sent me pictures of the original picture. They had just set it up and he kind of left everything. So this is pretty much what our living room looks like now, which is cool. This drives me nuts though. And also like how far the recliner is away from the rug and then the TV is centered on here. Something just seems off. Okay, besides that seeming off, I don't know if it's the black fan, if it is the wall color, if it's the rug. Something doesn't mesh with this furniture to me. It looks so small. I mean, the walls are like oh God, they're almost like a purpley gray color. I don't know, they were like that when we moved in. So I just told my husband that I might be doing some interior decorating whenever I get home because the rug can be replaced and I don't know if I want a bigger one or just an area rug to kind of plop down in the middle. The walls need to be painted all over the entire house, like needs to be repainted, and I feel like the fan and stuff could stay that way, but I'm just trying not to be nitpicky because I'm out of town. And so when he sent me the first picture, I was like, homie, the big couch is blocking one of the small couches. The recliner is so far away from everything else. I'm so sorry. I'm not trying to be like picky about it. And he was like, oh, that's just how they set it up. I'm already moving stuff around. I was like, okay, cool. I'm just trying not to be a booty hole about it because I'm not home. And so it would just be easier to wait till I get home and then we can mess around with it when I'm there. May look at some stuff on Amazon. I don't want to read, guys. I do, but I don't. I do, but I don't. Also, we have like one rental car, and so I'd probably take it to go do something if I really wanted to go do something. But I don't know if there's anything to do around here. Part of me doesn't want to just sit in my hotel room. Like when I'm in a different state in a city I've never been to. Not me saying I don't want to read and then looking for bookstores to go to. Cannot escape the sirens. Earlier we walked over to, so our hotel is like attached to the building where we're doing the training. Well, not attached, but in the same parking lot. So we walked over there, we came back out, and there was an ambulance and a fire truck out here, and I wanted to be nosy so bad. And it's funny because when I worked on the ambulance, those people pissed me off. But it is what it is. I wonder if there's an aquarium out here. There sure is, 3 miles away. They have penguins. Anyways, I'm not leaving this hotel, that's stupid. I may try to read for like 45 minutes, see how I feel, maybe do some sprints or something. Because usually when I'm really not in the mood, it takes me about 30 to 45 minutes to really get into what I'm reading. And also I'm starting a new book, so sometimes that takes a little longer. But I'll do that. I'll catch up with y'all at like 3 o'clock, let you know how I'm feeling if I don't fall asleep. So here's the plan. I'm gonna drink some water in case I have 2 drinkies like I did last night so I can be hydrated. Check that off. So I took the dust jacket off. I don't like to read with them on. They just get in my way. Got my bookmark. I got my tabs. So I might try a different approach this time for how I tab. I'm probably still gonna stick to my like pink is romance, blue is sad, I don't know. But this book starts with the Prince of Envy, I believe. Oh my God, there's so many pages before the first page. Yes, so I might give him green. You know, I may color code by character. I know some people do that. I don't know though. And for some reason, I only have 4 different things, and the colors, I don't think that's right. I'm pretty sure I saw a red in here the other day when I was looking through it. Hold on. Well, if I did, it ain't in there now, so we'll just have to use what I got. But generally what I do is like green or like beige is cringe, pink is romance, blue is sad, and then sometimes like dark blue will be angry. I'll usually have one for like world building, favorite quotes, and something else. But I don't generally like, it takes me a little bit to kind of figure out what all I'm gonna do, so I haven't decided yet. But our book club meeting for this is on the 6th, so I technically have 11 days to finish. And there is 561 pages, which means I'd have to read like 51 pages a day to finish by then. But I want to try to finish sooner than that, by like the 1st of the month, because I already have next month's books picked out. 144 a day to finish by the 1st. Let's not put any restraints on ourselves here. Let's just try to read and enjoy it. So, anywho. Alright, I got my books, I got my bookmark and my things. I pulled up a reading sprints thing, which is just a 30-minute. I might find a different one. This one's 3 hours. Maybe we can try that. That way I do get a little bit of a break where I can play my phone stuff while they talk and then get back to reading after. Sometimes I'll read straight through, but we'll just have to see. But anyways, it's already 2:30 now. Let's stop procrastinating, okay? So we're gonna skip through the first part of them talking and get straight to the sprints. This is by Gwendolyn Kinsinger. It'll start in about a minute, and I will check in with y'all after the first sprint. So it'll be 30 minutes. Okie dokie. The lighting has significantly changed. It's 8:12 p.m. I did take a nap. But before that, in the 45-minute reading sprints I did, I think I read about 25 to 30 pages. Then I did take a nap for like 45 minutes. Woke up, watched some TikToks. Then I decided to get up and bring my book downstairs to the bar, have a little drink. One of my coworkers came down, we ate dinner, and then another one of our coworkers came down. So I had a couple drinks, and now I'm back in my room. I also got to page 54. It's very hard to drink at a bar because when I first got there was no one there but me. It was a vibe, I was reading. Then as people started to show up, I'm nosy, and so I'm like trying to listen to them and read at the same time. I feel like I need to go back and like skim the last like 2 chapters I read because I was too busy listening to what everyone else was saying to grasp what was going on. I think I have a pretty good idea of what's going on, but just in case, I might take a little look over it. We're on chapter 4, so I would say we made pretty good progress for the day, because earlier when I first started talking about reading, I honestly didn't think I was gonna make it very far. So we made it farther than I thought. Probably gonna read a little bit more before I go to bed. Maybe turn on some ambiance sounds. Tomorrow morning, we're starting training an hour earlier because we're gonna be outside and it's hot up here, which is hotter in Texas, but whatever. Our instructor's from Canada, so he did admit to being limp when it comes to the heat. Understandable. So we have to leave earlier than we did this morning, which means I may get out of class early tomorrow. And I kind of threw around the idea of going to one of those bookstores after, depending on how much time we have, or the aquarium, but I haven't decided yet. I'm going to charge my camera because we're on like one little bar, probably read and then pass out. And then I will check in with y'all tomorrow morning. It was really weird. That was gonna be bad because it rolled out of the fridge. Oh well. So, good morning. It is Thursday the 27th, not the 25th. Don't know why I thought it was the 25th. Woke up this morning, went downstairs to get some breakfast. I'm up here to do a little bit of work. Completely forgot, but I have a virtual appointment with my fertility specialist this morning at 9:30. So that's exciting. I haven't really given y'all any updates because I said in my last video that, oh, at the end of the video, I'm gonna give y'all some updates, and then I never did. But I'll give y'all a little bit of a rundown of what's gone on so far. I've thought about making them individual videos, but I don't know. Haven't decided yet because I don't feel like there's a whole lot to say. We had our first appointment, which was our initial, where we just went in and gave our family histories, our histories, things like that. And we got like the plan of everything we needed to do. I had an ultrasound and blood work done, and this will be my follow-up appointment for that stuff. My husband has to do his little sample situation next week, and then we'll just go from there. Basically, right now, for me, all I'm waiting on is to start my period again, so that way I can go get an HSG test done where they flush your fallopian tubes with iodine and check for like blockages and stuff. I am late. I've had a little bit of spotting. Who knows? Maybe I won't have to go do that at all, but we're not gonna jinx it because I'd rather not start today while I'm traveling. But anywho, so that's just the basic rundown of what's going on. I might make a whole video talking about it, just going into detail about each appointment and stuff, but we'll just have to see. So I will let you know the results of my follow-up appointment. I think everything's good because I got all the blood work back on my phone and everything was good, so unless she sees something I don't, or something's like on the lower side and she wants it higher, I don't know. So I'm going to do some work for a little bit, and then my appointment's in an hour. Then after that, I'm gonna get ready and head to the airport. We're gonna get there probably at like 11, because we have to check out of here by 11. And then my flight doesn't leave till, my flight leaves at 2:25 p.m. I have an hour and 45-minute flight to Dallas, and then like an hour and 10-minute flight to Houston from there. So it's not too bad. I prefer like 2 shorter flights than 1 long flight and 1 short flight. I don't know. We'll see how I end up feeling today if I get anxious like I did the other day. I think I'll be good, but you never know. Anxiety has a mind of its own. All right, I'm going to do my work, and I will see y'all either after my appointment or when I get home or somewhere in there. Last little update before I leave. So during my follow-up appointment, we went back over my scans from my ultrasound, and she was like, lots of eggs, everything looks good, ovaries look great, and then she put consistent with PCOS. And my stupid self didn't ask about that, so I ended up sending a message after the appointment to ask if that was a possible diagnosis, because then I looked up what else you can use to diagnose PCOS, and it had mentioned the AMH levels, and when I went and checked mine, it was 7.7, which is apparently higher than like the frame that they use to characterize like normal, and after a certain point, if it's higher than that, they can use that for a diagnosis. So that must be a possibility, I guess, with all of the eggs that I have. She said I have a bunch of, I forget what she called them, but I have some stuff like pockets in my ovaries that release hormones to induce ovulation or something. So that could be a potential diagnosis. But basically at the end of the thing, she said, if you don't get pregnant this cycle, when you start your period, set an appointment for your HSG test, have your husband submit his sample, and then after that, if those come back normal, then we'll look into fertility medication. So that's the plan. I have all my stuff packed up and I'm about to go downstairs and just sit down there until it's time to leave. I don't know if we're gonna hang out at the hotel for a while instead of going to the airport so early. I don't really care. I'm gonna be sitting around doing whatever anyways. I'd rather probably stay here, but who knows? So that's the plan. I can't wait to be home. I wish I could just teleport straight home, but alas, I cannot. All right, guys, we're in the home stretch. We are 29 minutes away from home. I could not be more happy in my life. The flights weren't bad. No anxiety today. I mean, there was a little moment where things got sketchy because someone's like phone was ringing or alarm was going off, and it very much sounded like what you would hear in movies when the plane's crashing. So that freaked me out for a second, but otherwise we're good. First flight, hour and 20. Had a crying baby behind me that before he was crying, he was kicking my seat. But you know what? It's like a little back massage. Comes with the flight. It wasn't a big deal. He did start screaming at one point, but honestly, I felt worse for the mom because she couldn't do anything about it because we were landing. Second flight, no biggie. Lived my life. Did I read either flight or while I was at the airport? No, I did not. I did not. But I was very concerned. I was gonna get anxious. Ooh, the speed limit has gone up. I was so scared I was gonna get anxious, and I didn't want to like give myself the chance to start freaking out. So I was like, you know what, if you just distract yourself on your phone, you're gonna do great. And I remember going through the first flight and being like, girl, this is easy. Like, you got it. What were you even worried about? First flight, I watched a Brittany Broski episode and then some TikToks, and while I watched Brittany Broski, I like colored on my iPad, dropped my Apple Pencil, thought it was gone forever. Also, my flight was like delayed because there weren't enough terminals for all of the Southwest airplanes, so we had to wait a long time. Like, we would have been almost to Dallas by the time that our flight actually took off. Whatever, not a big deal. But I was so worried I was going to miss the connecting flight because already it's going to be 8:38 when I get home. And I didn't want to get home any later than that because at least now I can go, maybe have a little something to eat, relax, talk to my husband, enjoy my new furniture, and then go to bed. So luckily, the second flight got delayed a little bit too, thank goodness. But when we landed after the first flight, I didn't shoot up. I waited my turn. But the second I made it out of the terminal, I was flying. By the time I got to, so I was at like gate 1, and I had to be at gate 15, which is like straight shot all the way down the airport. By the time I got there, my legs were burning. I didn't stop to get a snack. I didn't stop to pee. I had a mission, and I did not want to miss my flight. And also, I paid for early bird check-in so that I could get a better seat, so I could pick my seat instead of kind of being forced into like a middle or an aisle seat. Made it on time for that too. Luckily, there was a little bit more of a delay there. They were still deplaning the last plane that was in there, so we had time. I could have probably gotten a snack and or gone to the bathroom, but I was not trying to push my luck, so I took off. I forgot my coworker was even on the first flight with me, let alone coming to the second flight. I left. It was every man for themselves at that point because I was so worried. I've never missed I've missed one flight. It wasn't my fault. I was the child. I have never missed a flight, ever. And then today was not gonna be the day. So, get on the second flight, get another window seat, chilling. I watched TikToks for a little bit, I think, scrolled through Facebook some, and then I started watching The Proposal because it was offered by by Southwest in their free movies or whatever. And I'm so mad that I started watching it because now I want to finish it, and I couldn't. Like, it shut off when I got off the plane. But yeah, so everything went good. Went down, got my luggage. Everything was already in there, and the carousel had already stopped. It was just waiting for me, so my luggage didn't get lost. I found my car super easily. It was great. We've been a little anxious on the way home, but that's just because I always get like this after like long trips or after a vacation or something. I just want to get home. Like, I'm no longer on vacation. I'm gonna be at my house and I want to be there immediately. If I could teleport, I would. I am probably going to order Chick-fil-A fries again for my dinner tonight. Bon appetit. And then I'm just gonna chill and relax and tell my husband about my week. Prepare to go in tomorrow for a couple hours because then I have a hair appointment. I'm so excited. I did learn, though, that the video I thought I posted on Monday did not post. It didn't upload. It failed. So this whole week I've been assuming that I had a video out, and I sure didn't. So what I think I'm going to do is this video, I'm going to hold off. So the video I meant to post on Monday, I'm going to post next Monday because how would they know? How would they know? And then I'm going to post this the Monday after that. And we'll just be like 2 weeks behind or something. I don't know. It's really not that big of a deal. I haven't posted in a month or 2 months anyways. Maybe longer than that. I don't know. Good morning. What do you think of my hair? I love it. I love it so much. I'm on my way to work. It is currently Saturday, June 29th. I believe. I went to work yesterday for the morning, and when I got there, they said that I didn't need to be there, so I hung out for a little bit, and then I left. Started cleaning up my craft room a little bit, and our guest room, because all of my market stuff had kind of like overflowed into our guest room, and my grandparents are coming this week, or next week. And also, since we have new living room furniture, Adam is moving into my craft room with me, so it's basically going to become a craft/gaming room. We have like a dual setup now at my desk, so I needed to clean it up. So I did that, went and got my hair done, came back, finished like moving furniture around. We took that recliner out of there and put the gaming table Adam was using in that spot so I could put my 3D printer and my sewing machine in there. Then I got him a monitor similar to mine, but it's just a couple inches bigger. Put that in there, moved all, like his computer and everything, and his chair, and now we have a little setup going on. So I have some decor changes that I want to make in that room to kind of like spice it up a little, make it not look so disheveled. I ordered him the stand that I have for my monitor. I ordered him as well, so everything's kind of like level and matches, but his is black and mine's white. And then we had some friends over for dinner. Then went and read a little bit in bed and then went to sleep. And now here we are. So I work today, I'm off tomorrow, and then I only work Monday, Tuesday, and a half day Wednesday, and then I'm off the rest of the week next week. So I'm super excited, but I don't know how much reading I'm going to be able to get done with my grandparents in town, because I don't want to be mean and like just be reading, but I guess like evenings and things like that I'll read. Anywho, that's my daily update for y'all, or my morning update for y'all, and then I'll check in with y'all possibly during work, because there's only going to be 3 of us there today because it's a Saturday, but maybe after work instead. Adam's at work today. I don't know what I'm going to do after work this evening. I thought about maybe going to see Inside Out 2, but I really don't have anyone to go with, so I may just read or something. I don't know. But alrighty guys, we've come to the end of our vlog. My nose ring is coming out of my nose. I got that done last night. But anywho, I haven't done any more reading this weekend because I was busy at work yesterday and then went out with some friends after work, which led to me feeling like absolute death this morning. So I figured I would go ahead and close this so I can work on editing it. The video, like I said, that was supposed to be up the week I'm filming this will be going up tomorrow, and then this will be going up next week. Not that it matters, because by the time you see this, it's up. Hopefully going into next week, I can get a lot more reading done and can actually get into some intellectual conversations with y'all about books. But we'll just have to see, won't we? Because I haven't been able to hold up my end of the bargain so far. But anywho, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate y'all for hanging around, and those of you that have subscribed even with me not posting, thank you so much. I will hopefully get some crochet content out for y'all soon, but I just don't know when. I'll try to keep incorporating a little bit in each video so I can keep y'all entertained. But I love y'all, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye guys.